Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from the Hames Fieldhouse. Sorry we're a little late. 25 seconds from game time, and tonight, third to the last game of the season for the Sheldon Jackson College men as they host arch rival UA Southeast, who henceforth will be known as Juneau. In the second meeting between these two teams of the year, UA Southeast, otherwise known as Juneau, almost identical records for these two ball clubs. UA Southeast coming in 3 wins and 21 losses overall. In District 1, they have 1 victory against 14 defeats. A big switch. This is a team that last year won won 14 basketball games. They're in their 6th year of the program at Juneau. Their coach is Claire Markey. He's been with them from the start. Folks around town have reminded me a whole bunch of times. I often refer to teams as the Whales and talk about Juneau's because for the first 3 years of the program, I was their play-by-play announcer. They will start tonight at the guards. Rudy Bean from Cake, a 4-year senior in this program, and Napoleon Simmons, a transfer from Merced Junior College in California. He is 6'4", Bean is 5'9". Mike Hobbs starts at the post. He is 6'9", a sophomore, a transfer from Compton Junior College in Compton, California. The forwards are Doug Bogdan, 6'8" swingman who goes forward or center. He's a junior, his first year at UAS. He played 2 years of community college ball at Fort Steilacoom College, now Pierce College, Community College in Tacoma, Washington, and then did a 4-year stint in the U.S. Navy. At Steilacoom, he played with former standout players Tommy Wilson and Russell Jordan. The other forward is Dan Pierce, 6'4", out of Rensselaer, New York, a sophomore, did not play any junior college ball, his first year at Juneau. On the bench, Rex Gist, a 6'5" junior forward. Troy Junker from Sitka High School, a 6'3" swingman, forward and guard. And John Berry, a 5'10" guard, a freshman from Hoona High School. And Brad Winton, a 5'9" senior guard who has never played organized basketball until this year. Now out on the floor come the Golden Seals. Dan Gresham comes out, a 6' senior from Gresham, Oregon. Rich Krupa, a 6' freshman guard out of North Pole High School. Shane Todd, the big man at 6'7", a sophomore from Denver, Colorado. Frank Ostanek. But will Ostanek start? Tonight he will. 6'4", sophomore out of Allison High School, just down the road from North Pole. And Glenn Paget, 6'3" senior. 3 years away from the end of his college career, kind of all-everything here at SJ ever since he started 3 years ago. Rounds out the starter. Randy Hitchcock from Anchorage. His dad will be here Friday for the last game. An old college friend. We may have a chance to talk with him. And now a moment of silence observed for Tiger Inman, a former, as a matter of fact, in the SJ Hall of Fame from their high school days. Now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Got a pretty good house tonight. Expect the crowd to get in the game. The Sitka High bunch is here. Another bunch from Mount Edgecombe High School. Lots of fans. Neil Ohashi from Ketchikan, a graduate of Sheldon Jackson back in the 40s, a dear friend is here, and he's here, of course, for Tiger Ribbon's the memorial and funeral services. But it's great to see Neil. Okay, we're ready to go. And it will be SJ going to our left and UAS or UA Juno to our right. Tip is up. Tip is controlled by SJ. Left-hand side, Gresham. Big move into the lane. Ball is knocked loose. A foul on Simmons across the wrist. He got him. Early foul for Napoleon Simmons of UA Southeast. First foul of the ball game. Not a shooting foul. Possession play. In the first two meetings between these teams in Juneau this year, or in the first meeting, UA Southeast won handily, no problem. Pass comes in to Shane Todd. My own feeling is that the Seals have really improved as a ball club since then. And according to the book, three-pointer from Krupa, back rim, no good. Rebound Gresham. Moves in the lane, can't get the handle, popped out of his hands, it's out of bounds. And it just goes over to Southeast. Bogdan will inbound the ball, and Rudy Bean, a senior, an all-state 2A high school performer, has spent all 4 of his college years at Southeast. Bogdan from the outside, 3, no good. Rebound, Paget. Here they come quickly the other way. Sam Crow, bounce pass right inside. Todd takes it up, gets it down, called for an offensive foul. Everybody shook their head. Tell you the truth, falling it that fast, we could not tell whether or not the defense was in position. Shot pass goes in, turn around from Hobbs, an air ball, rebounded by Pierce, who tries to reverse lane. No, punched out of there, picked up by Krupa. Krupa now, bounce pass left-hand side, Gresham up from three-point land, still won't go. Tipped once or twice, and Paget's got it. He and Todd right on the ball, cross court, dangerous pass to Crow, right-hand side. There's Krupa from 18 feet, swish. First point of the ball game, give it to the Seals. Bean out on top. To Simmons, back to Bean, 2-3 zone again. They'll go high to Hobbs, into Bogdan, just moved in the lane nicely. His shot is no good. Rebound pulled off by Paget. Quickly into the lane, beautiful drive, and his shot won't go. Rebound pulled off by Todd, he gets it down. But Gresham just went through everybody like a hot knife through warm butter. Out on top, Bean. He plays the point on this team. 5'9", deep in the corner. Pierce around one guy, up with a jumper, no, and he's called for the travel. Rudy Bean can bang in the three-point shot. Been watching him do it since he was a kid in high school. They'll set up on the outside. Coach Claire Markey up, hands on his knees. There's Krupa now for 3 again. Back rim, no good. Rebound. Oh, Gresham tips it once, twice, takes it, brings it all the way out in front. Being hawked and bumped, that's right, by Rudy Bean. So Bean picks up his first personal. 2 team fouls against Southeast. I said it's worth to be known as Juneau. I've been calling Southeast all along, haven't I? Krupa on top. Goes to Sam Crow. Crow looks in, cross court to Gresham. Gresham from three-point land. Back rim, no good. Chased around by Krupa. Turn around, 10-foot jumper, no. Rebound, slammed off the backboard. Bogdan's got it for UA. Driving left-hand side. Simmons on the free throw line. Stops, heads back out. They'll set it up again. Simmons at a Merced Junior College. Gives to Bean. Bean being hawked. Bean being pushed. Nice steal. Comes up Krupa to Crow to 2 points. Crow kicked the ball, knocked the ball loose to begin with. 6-0. The Seals off to a nice run on this in the early moments of the ball game. We've got 17-10 to play in the first half. Simmons from three-point land. Back rim, no. Rebound. Oh, Paget beat both the big guys over there. Right-hand side, give it to Krupa behind the back free throw line. Little lean-in shot is no good. Rebound came down. Paget hawks Pierce out of it. Paget got elbowed behind the head if you were looking closely at that rebound sequence. They'll come out to Crow. Crow, right-hand side. Krupa, bounce pass underneath Todd. Turns up off the glass. Down it goes. Hobbs at 6'9", couldn't stop him. Tried to draw the foul, and Southeast wants a timeout. with 16:37 to play here in the half. The score is SJ 8, UA Juneau 0. Back to play, and Bean will bring the ball up over the 10-second line for the Whales. They got to get a different kind of pattern going out there because this SJ zone is just too tough for him. Ball thrown away. Hobbs, I think, got bumped, went down, looked to the ref and said, "You going to call something?" The ref didn't even look back. 8-0 is the score. What a nice win this would be. SJC has never won, as a 4-year program, has never defeated UA Southeast. Krupa going cross court. Nice steal by Bogdan. That is a dangerous pass to Bean. Quickly up court. Gresham almost with the steal. Goes out of bounds, but they'll have to go into the half-court game. Clare Marquis Ball Clubs traditionally, and if you know Clare, this goes all the way back to when he coached Juneau High School to a state championship in 1969. Then coached the Arctic Northern Knights in the Continental Basketball League and Tacoma Community College. There's that long outsider from Bogdan, won't go. Nice rebound, Paget again to Crow. Quickly, right-hand side. Krupa underneath goes up, and he is called, let's see, they'll say it was a tie ball. And getting back to finish that, you'll know that Marquis teams like to run. They love the transition game. Get in your face. They love to trap. They love to turn over, create the turnover, get it going the other way. And they're not all that comfortable in a half-court game. Simmons on the far side. Into the lane. Nice defense from Crow. Just forced him out. To Bean, back to Simmons. Simmons stops. Goes to Hobbs, jump shot from 14, no. Big push in there from Crow. Crow over the 10-second line. Left-hand side, Gresham fakes once. Pass to the right-hand side of the lane. One-hander from Paget, no good. Rebound, fighting for it, still fighting for it. And it's taken out by who? The referee says taken out by Todd, and they're going to give it to Southeast. The crowd doesn't like it, especially Dr. Mike Kelke. Can hear Mike all over the gym. Hobbs inside, turn around, 8-foot jumper, no good. Beautiful rebound, Gresham. Pushes his own man away. He gets the room to go up in the air, fires it, and he'll draw the foul. Could be Hobbs, could be Pierce, could be Bogdan. They were all three on the play. Gist into the ball game. Rex Gist, a 6'5" walk-on from Anchorage, showed up in Juneau into the second semester as a legislative intern. Out comes Krupa, and in comes Randy Hitchcock. And if I call him Larry, I'm sorry. Shot's up, shot is good. His father, Larry Hitchcock, a well-known coach in interior and south central Alaska. Played for the University of Alaska back in the late 50s, early 60s. Shots up, back rim, no good. Rebound. Oh, Gresham, and he fouls Bean. And that will be Dan Gresham's first personal. Their second team foul called against the Seals. They lead this game 9-0. Again, Bean. Try to set it up. That's a box. Now goes to a 2-3. Then you see it goes to a box and one. Simmons from NBA range. No. Rebound down by Paget. Ahead quickly to Crow. Crow drives. Left-hand side. Shane Todd. Jump pass underneath. Gresham probably a little too hard. And Gresham was coming so hard from the other side, but he gets that hand out and lets Todd know, hey, baby, my fault. I should have had that. That was a good pass from Todd. Again, Bean will walk it up. UA, against a defense like this, really likes to employ the back picks. They'll go to Bogdan. Bogdan from 3-point, swish, nope, 2, 1 foot over the line. 9-2, and Bogdan gets the first 2 points for UA Southeast in this basketball game. We've got 14-12 to play in the half. Gresham from 8 feet, off the rim, no. Rebound tipped once by Todd. Down the second tip, picked off by Bean. He's got a one-on-one with Crow. Stops, pulls up for the 12-footer, swish. Rudy Bean will rarely miss that shot. 9-4. Last year in the Juneau's Lions gold medal basketball team tournament, or a basketball tournament, he was the most valuable player in the Class B bracket. Crow gives out to Oh, too bad. Hitchcock can't get it down. The save in. Oh, nice save. Up to, from Simmons to Bean, right-hand side. Pierce back to Bean. To Bogdan into the lane, up with a 10-foot jumper, back rim, no, rebound tip once, Bogdan's got it, fires it again, and Bogdan getting a little fire in his belly now, has got four points, it's 9-6. That second effort hustle really pays off. Crow up over the 10-second line. Both ball clubs at 2-3 zone. Cross court, Hitchcock looks up. He ought to take it. He's got the three-point shot, and he bangs it down. Randy Hitchcock with his first three of the night. He's one of the better outside shooters on his SJ team, one of the top two. 12-6 the score. There's Pierce at the baseline. Stepped on the baseline before he shot. And Krupa comes back in, and Ostanek is into the ball game. Gresham for a rest, and Crow for a rest. It's very, very warm in the gym, and ball players on both teams and both coaches remarked on it before the game. Inside pass. Paget, turnaround jumper, no. Rebound tip once by the Seals, twice by the Seals, going up. No, Krupa can't get off, but in with Ostanek, and he draws a foul. A lot of banging underneath the boards. Ostanek, not afraid, goes right up in amongst those big guys, and 6'4", but he's giving away a lot of weight. 12-6, a shooting foul. Ostanek with a chance to get the lead out by 2. That's the potential. Right hand, one hand, front rim, no good. Right now, UA Southeast has got a 6-4-6. They got a big lineup. They've always got a big lineup out there, but they're not. They just don't gel for Claire Markey. He says he's having been a lot of problems this year. Bogdan's 6'8". Here comes Bean. It's a 13-6 game after Ostanek goes 1 for 2. Simmons, nice 18-footer from the left-hand side. 13-8, a 5-point difference. Krupa straight up the middle. He'll come left to Ostanek. Ostanek, ball tipped by Simmons, and Simmons says no. He's up in the bleachers to keep from going on his nose. Krupa with the ball, being hawked, looks underneath, and he's called for dragging that pivot foot. He takes the big step, and he got that foot up. I like that. Krupa and Simmons. There was no harm meant between either one of them. They slapped the hand on the way back. There's Simmons again, and that was off the front rim. Nice rebound, Paget, who's really been something on the boards this first half. Ostanek all the way on left-hand side. Underhand lay-in, knocked out of there by Bogdan. Nice D. 13-8, a 5-point lead for the Seals. They led 9-0 at one point. Krupa again all the way outside. Ostanek for 3 points. Short, front rim, rebound off the floor. Bean for UA Juneau. Drives left-hand side, looks in, stops up, goes to Bogdan. Bogdan walks with the ball, tries to get that big explosion step, and they teach it, all coaches do, and everybody should learn it, but you got to remember, keep that pivot foot down till the ball gets to the floor. Krupa right down the middle. Going right-hand side to Hitchcock, back to Krupa, to Ostanek. Low post is off of Pierce's foot and out of bounds, and it will remain the property, the ball that is, of the Seals on the out-of-bounds play. The ball, lob pass, not saved by anybody, knocked up to Bean. Bean will drive, he's got Hitchcock to beat, and he does, and gets the ball down, and it's a 13-10 ball game. Bean has 4 points, and Crow gets ready to come back in the ball game very quickly. Hitchcock with the ball on the far side, gets away with a carry. Nice bounce pass underneath. Power moved up. Shane Todd gets it down. They want to pound the ball in as much as they can because Todd is such a good move, real good power move. He gets that bulk up. It's very difficult for anybody to get a clean check on him. They go out to Bogdan for a 17-footer. Got it. So Bogdan hits for 2. It's a 15-12 basketball game. The Seals are out on top. There's 10:56 to play in the half. SJ wants a timeout, which gives us a chance to thank those great sponsors of KTNL Sitka Schools in Action. Andrews Realty, the Channel Club, Family Chiropractic, Fitness Plus, and the Furniture Store. George and Jan's Canoe Club, H&R Block, and it's getting around income tax time. Neil Anderson's Sitka Saw and Tool Shed, Soak Up Wire Rope and Industrial Supply, the Moose Club, the Heart of Sitka, and Lewis Motors. GM for Southeast Alaska. Right, back at Hames Fieldhouse, 10:56 in the half. That's what we've got to play. Then another half behind it. It is Sheldon Jackson's game ball. It's their lead, 15-12. They were up 9-0. Right down the middle is Crow for a three-point jumper, bouncing. No, nice rebound underneath Todd, and it gets it down. 17-12. Shane Todd got in behind the defenders. Rudy Bean straight up the middle. Left-hand side, Bogdan. Bogdan with a kind of slide in one-hander. No, rebound off the floor, Gresham. Here come the Seals. They've got a 4-on-3. Gresham, a little hesitation move, trying to get loose, and he's called for a travel. And Gresham looking at the ref going, I'm getting bounced, I'm getting banged, and you call a travel. And he did, Dan, and that's how it stands. Out on top, Bean. Look at that whole zone follow him. It's a real nice picture of that. Junker in the ball game. On the outside, Bogdan for three. No, up in the backstop, and it's out of bounds to SJ. So Troy Junker is into the basketball game. His first appearance for UAS, former Sitka High School Wolf. On that Sitka High School team, he played center. On this one, he'll play forward and guard. So Junker at 6'8" is in there. Pierce at 6'4". Or rather, excuse me, Bogdan at 6'8". Junker at 6'3". Pierce at 6'4". There's another three-pointer from Hitchcock. Randy Hitchcock, 2 for 2, or 2 for 3 from three-point land. 20-12, an 8-point lead. Pierce out on top of the ball. Goes to Bean. Bean looks inside. Bogdan posts up, turns, fakes once. Defense is there. I'll have to get back to Bean. Quick pass underneath to Pierce. Fakes once, goes up. It's blocked. Fighting for it. Bogdan's got a power move to the bucket, gets it down. And all I'll tell you, it's Bogdan in his second effort that keeps UA Juneau in this basketball game. 20-14, a 6-point lead for the Seals. Simmons with a tip out. It's a big lineup in there for UA Southeast. Except for Bean, Simmons is 6'4", Bogdan's 6'8", Pierce is 6'4", Junker's 6'3", Bean's 5'9". There's Hitchcock again, three-pointer from the right-hand corner. 3 for 4, that's a 9-point, 23-14 lead, and that packed-in zone that UA Southeast is using right now. Hobbs back in the ball game, and there's a steal. Over the 10-second line comes Todd. He goes, hey, look, guys, I'm not a guard. Don't expect me to run a quick break. Quick pass. Gresham in the corner to Paget. Nice bounce pass underneath to Todd. He gets fouled. He misses the shot. And so Troy Junker should get a big plus for that. He's going to make him shoot twice for what he had once, but there's a dynamite pass and a nice sequence of ball movement by the Seals. Sends Todd to the line. Junker let him have it pretty good. 23-14 the score, and it is the Seals on top, and that is kind of surprising to a lot of folks. We're under 10 minutes here in the first half. First shot's up, and it's good. Shane Todd, an excellent free throw shooter. Nice soft touch. All of his shots have got the nice soft touch to him. Second shot's on the way. Swisharini, 25-14, an 11-point lead now for the Seals. The biggest gap between these two teams so far in the ballgame. And it's been the Seals in front from the very first. Out on top, there's Bean for three. Front rim, no good. Rebound pulled off by Todd. Clears off to Hitchcock. Hitchcock now up over the 10-second line. Left-hand side, goes to Gresham for three. No, nice rebound, Hitchcock. Randy brings it out, looks for a guard. He's got Crone. Sam says, okay, let's set it up. They'll take it right, come right back to the left to Dan Gresham. Gresham on top to Crow. Crow will come and left again. Oh, nice bounce pass. Their jump pass right-hand side. Defense is there real quick. Back to Hitchcock. He's got the three again. Front rim, no good. Rebound, nothing but blue shirts, and a foul in there will go on Hitchcock, who was trying to battle his way in. I kind of think maybe he got pushed in there by Gresham, who was really trying to crash and then pulled up at the last second. 25-14, and it's Southeast basketball. 8-12 to play in the half. On top, going left, bent for Hobbs. Nobody gets it. And Hobbs just kind of watched the ball bounce by and waved at it, I guess. Dan Gresham with the ball again. Gresham listed at 6-0, plays at 6'6". Oh, that pass. When you're hot, you're hot. When things are going right, they really go right. Hitchcock for 3 again. Back rim, no good. Rebound pulled off by Pierce for Juneau. Sam Crow gets away with a slap and foul. Over the 10-second line, there's Bean for 3 again. There it goes. And if Rudy Bean starts banging them down, folks, you could get Southeast back in this ball game in a hurry. 25-18. The lead is 8 points. Gresham almost has shovel control. Now quickly out to Hitchcock. To Crow. Crow being hawked by Simmons. Right back to Hitchcock. Shots on the way again. Swish! That is 4 3-point shots that have gone down so far for Hitchcock, and he's shooting, who's still over 50% on the threes. See how the zone sets up like a 1-2-2, then it collapses back into a 2-3. And we get a timeout called by who? I think that's Southeast. It is, with 7:02 to play in the half. The score, the Seals of Sheldon Jackson College 28, the Humpback Whales of UA Southeast Juneau 17. And from the Hames Fieldhouse, we're in the first half. UA Southeast trails it. The Seals 28, Southeast 17 on top. Pierce to Bean, to Simmons for an 18-footer. Good. Gets it down. Nice quick jump shot from Napoleon Simmons, and it's a 28-19 game. Crow again coming left to Gresham. Dan in one step. Back to Crow. Tipped by Simmons in the backcourt. Taken by Crow, and he'll bring it back across. In low post, Cabal kicked back out to Todd on the right-hand baseline. Around one guy, goes up and forces his way through. He had Simmons pushing him, and he had Gist pushing him. Didn't get the call, but he got the bucket, 30-19. Simmons on the far side. Three-pointers, no good. Rebound by Pierce. It's off his foot and out of bounds. And they teach big guys, get your feet in position so you don't have to put the ball on the floor. Go right back up with it. Pierce kind of forgot. Gresham for 3. No. Rebound. Fighting for it. On the floor. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to UA Southeast, so that's right. Paget knocked it out. Now back in the ball game is Doug Bogdan for the Humpback Whales, and out will go Pierce. Hobbs at 6'9" is the tallest guy on either ball club. He sets a high post and rotates across. They go left-hand side to Gist. Gist back over to Bean. Bean drives the lane, runs it in a wall of gold shirts. Crow ahead. Hitchcock lays it off the glass, gets it down. And a good turnover transition play. The Seals put it right back into Claire's face. And Markey can't be too happy about that. Out on top, there's Simmons driving the lane, puts it up. No, but he is fouled by Gresham. For Dan Gresham, that is foul number 2. And remember, Danny can get himself into foul trouble. Dixon comes into the ball game, and out to take another breather is Sam Crow. So Brian Dixon will go at the guard. Now we'll have to see which one of those guards, and Krupa's back in. Krupa will probably go to the point. He usually does. So Stanek comes out, and he takes a breather. Simmons, meanwhile, takes his first from the free throw line, gets it down. Out of California, played 2 years at Merced Junior College in Merced, California. He can go it forward, but plays better at the guard, we're told by Claire Markey. He's 6'4", really athletic kind of guy. Quick, swift, good jumping ability. Dixon, right-hand side, ball tipped by Simmons. Hitchcock very wisely pulling that hand back, getting it out of the way. And he'll inbounds the ball. It's an 11-point lead for the Seals, 32-21, and we've got 5:12 to play in the quarter. And we get a grabbing foul on Simmons, who can't believe the call. And it was that is Simmons' second. That's 6 team fouls against Southeast as opposed to 4 for SJ. And one more. SJ shoots a 1-on-1. Oh, from the deep corner, 3-pointer, no good. Bogdan with a rebound. up ahead to Gist, and he can't control it. Dixon's got it back. They got a 3-on-2. Dixon left-hand side. Underneath, Paget goes to the board and gets it down. Oh, would Glenn Paget love to have this win. In the backcourt, Simmons being hawked, and he broke his dribble. Les Edwards with the call. Simmons doesn't like it, but he'll have to live with it. Claire Markey says, just be cool, just be cool. 34-21. Inside, they'll go to Paget, right back out on top. Dixon, left-hand side. Krupa, Dixon, one fake, right-hand side. Guess who it is? Hitchcock. Three-pointer will go tipped once, and it tipped again and out of bounds, and it goes to the Seals off of Pierce. Gresham about to come back in, and Hitchcock will come out. No, yes, he will. But I'll tell you, Hitchcock comes out with 12 points. And he is tied for the leading scorer in the ball game. Out on top is Dixon. He's tied, of course, with Todd. Krupa, bounce pass inside. Todd turns, fires it off the glass, won't go. Rebound, tipped once. Paget's got it. Turns around for 8-footer, won't go. Foul underneath. Who? It's going to be on Shane Todd, I think. Let's take a look and see. Larry Garrity, the ref, will come over and give the signal. Was I right? Is that on Todd? And that is his second. As Simmons goes to the point now, and Rudy Bean sits down. Bogdan from the far side, swish for three. And a big guy has a nice shot. He has 11 points for Southeast. 34-24, the Seals by 10. Grisham looks in, comes back out to Dixon. Dixon back to Grisham in the corner. Inside low post, Paget with a really beautiful move. Laid it in left-handed as he drove along the lane, or along the baseline, and underneath, 36-24. Bogdan on top, being hawked and stripped of the ball. Bogdan fouls, there's no call, but it comes up. Gresham sealed off. No, he goes to Dixon. Dixon puts it up, won't get it down, but the foul's on Simmons. And it might get a little too swift for the whistleblowers once in a while, but sometimes the good guys keep right on getting good things happening to them. 3:32 to play in the half, 36-24. That foul was on Simmons, and that's his third. And UA South Keats can't afford that. Not a ball player of his caliber. He's got to come out, and that'll bring Junker into the ball game. At the line is Brian Dixon, 6-foot guard from Diamond High School in Anchorage, a freshman. Shots in and out, no good. A good free throw shooter. That won't happen too many times. Back up to the line, little right-hander. 6 foot tall. I remember when guys played center at 6 foot. And still do in 3A and 2A and 1A high schools. 37-24. Left-hand side, Pierce. Out and back to Bean. Bean looks, comes to Bogdan. Bogdan with that three-pointer again. Back rim. Rebound, Gresham. Gresham now putting on some speed. Left-hand side goes to Crow. Crow all the way back out. Dixon for three-point swish. 40-24. Do Seals eat whales? Because it's kind of happening right now in the first half of this ball game, like in eat up. On top, Bean. Comes right-hand side, Pierce. Pierce. Inside to Bogdan, off his fingers and out of bounds. Bogdan gets decked in there, and I think maybe he elbowed Paget. Paget elbowed him a little harder. Ball goes to Southeast. Lob pass comes into Hobbs. He can't handle it. Off of Junker and out of bounds. And we got a technical foul called on Hobbs. Hobbs said something to Les Edwards that you're never supposed to say to a ref. And that will be a tee on a player. And they'll send Paget to the free throw line. 40-24, a 16-point lead for the Seals. Shots up, in and out, no good. Claire Markey staying there. Look at the ref going, what did he say? Well, he's going to have to wait until he get a dead ball and ask Hobbs what he said. Second shot's good, 41-24. And UA will take the ball out at center court. The back court is, well, they go with a three-guard offense, actually. The biggest guy in there for the Seals is Paget at 6'3". Crow to Dixon for a 3 again. Back rim, no good. Rebound nicely by Hobbs. Hawked out of it for a moment, but he controls. Paget going after the ball. Bean with the ball. Looks out to the right, left. Starts all the way on top. And now we've got a little matchup zone going for the Seals. Inside, and a foul on Dixon. Hobbs going to the bucket. Dixon reached in and got a chunk of him. Coach Len Nardone up saying, hey, that's okay. You were doing exactly the right thing. And it will be, that's foul number 1 on Dixon. 6 team fouls. There's no one-on-one situation. Next foul there will be. Bean had the 3 and Rudy didn't take it. Bogdan does to the top and bangs it down. Bogdan for 3 points. 41-26. Bogdan must have about 14. Check him out. Oh, left-hand side. Oh, nice save inside. Back out Dixon. Right back inside. Nice handoff to Gresham from Paget. Lovely, lovely. Gresham just kind of ghosted down the middle of that lane, and there he was. Paget, as unselfish as ever, just hand it off and give it to him. It's 43-26. Hobbs being fouled once. Underneath, Pierce with a good move. Reverse lay-in gets it down. 43-28. Crow way on the far side. Bounce pass underneath. Paget, his reverse lay-in. It won't go. Rebound tip once by Gresham, controlled by Pierce. To Bean. Bean quickly picked up by Crow. Starts right, hands back. Hobbs from 18, no. Fighting for the rebound, a foul on who? It'll be against SJ. It'll be a one-on-one situation. Bogdan will go to the line. And it says over here that is on, nope, that's still not, that's Dixon's last foul. Eventually they'll get it up. Some nights you get real swift people on that clock, and sometimes you don't. And that is Dixon anyway. That's his second foul. Left hand, one hand. Bogdan's shot is no good. Trapped by Maxwell. Off to Gresham. Quickly in the lane. Up and beautiful shot. Dan Gresham over 6'9" Hobbs. 45-28. Bean going to Bogdan on the far side. Bogdan has been the ball game. Bogdan's long pass underneath, and we get a foul in there against Pierce. That's right. Moved his body into Pierce. Moved his body into Gresham and bounced Gresham out of there, which is why he was in the clear for that pass. Referees caught him, and it'll be Danny Gresham to the free throw line for SJ. You got that right, Mike Kelke. 45-28. The UA Southeast Humpback Whales trailing the Seals. 46-28 as Gresham gets his first one down. 46 points. We got some guys who scored. Todd has 12. Hitchcock has 12. All three-pointers. And Gresham's got 2 in a row. So he's got 8 in the ball game. He's 4 for 4 from the line. We're down to our last. There's a bad pass picked up by Crow with 46 seconds to go. Bounce pass right-hand side. Krupa jump pass underneath for Paget. Paget is fouled. Don't call, but that's okay. It still goes to the Seals. So Hobbs can thank the refs for one. Oh, for 3 points in the corner. No good. Rebound. Pulled off by Jugger. Great pass up to Bean, who lays it in, protects the ball with his body, gets the 2, 47-30. Junker to Bean was a beautiful play. Maybe the nicest thing the UA Southeast has done tonight in this first half. We're down to 22 seconds. Krupa just hold it up. Now they're going to run for one shot and one shot only. That's what it looks like from here. And we get a timeout call by UA Southeast with 14 seconds to play. The score, Sheldon Jackson in the first half, 14 seconds. The score, Sheldon Jackson 47 and UA Southeast 30. Who'd believe? Okay, we'll come right back on. They called a T. That was not a timeout. They called a T on Southeast. And now right back is Paget, who is now 3 or 4 on technical foul shots, and it's a 49-30 game. And I didn't pick up none of us did. Picked up who the technical was on. It will be SJ's ball game. Already the Whales with 2 T's in this ball game. You never ever win a battle jaw fighting a ref. Out on top, Crow, and some guys, most people learn that while they're in high school. Krupa at the last second, shots up, it's no good. And at the end of the first half, like we said, who'd believe? It's the Sheldon Jackson Seals 49, UA Southeast 30. And from the Hames Fieldhouse, this is Terry Pegues along with Phil Glauman and I know, Daryl Austin. No, I was looking at a face in the crowd and I got distracted. I'm sorry about that. We're 2.5 minutes away from the beginning of the second half. The score here, a very surprising score it is. The Sheldon Jackson Seals 49 and the University of Alaska Southeast Juneau, get all that out in one breath, 30. These two teams met earlier in the season and Southeast had no problem with the Seals at all over in Juneau. Tonight, a different story completely. It has been the Seals' lead since the first score of the basketball game. They have hit on the inside. They have hit on the against a very much bigger team, and they have hit on the outside. The three-point shooting has been just outstanding. Randy Hitchcock, who is a three-point shooter, into the ball game about 6 minutes in, just bombed a bunch of them down. 4 of them, 4 out of 7, and that's big time shooting, guys. We've got a couple other threes in, but a lot of people scoring. As a matter of fact, tonight so far, 8 players for the Seals have played, and 8 players have scored. For UA Southeast, the transition game has not been there. They've run one quick break all night. That was a pretty one that was generated off of a rebound and three-quarter court pass from Sitka's own Terry Junker to Southeast point guard Rudy Bean, but they didn't get enough of them. It's a 19-point difference, and here's the way the scoring went. For the Seals, Gresham has 7, Krupa has 2, Todd has 12, Ostanek has 1, Paget has 7, Hitchcock has 14 on 4 three-pointers and a deuce. Dixon has 4 points on a three-pointer, and he's 1 for 2 from the free throw line, and Crow has 2 on a field goal. For Southeast, the leading scorer is Bogdan, their big 6'8" power forward, who has really kept them in the ballgame, not just with his scoring, but with his overall floor play. He's gone to the basket. He makes that second effort. He keeps banging, and he's just about the only one of their big men who does. He has 14 points. 9 points for Rudy Bean playing the point. As we were discussing earlier here, before we came back on the air, he's passed up a lot of scoring opportunities trying to feed the ball in to those big men inside. 6 points for Napoleon Simmons, 2 points for Pierce, and that's all. 4 guys doing all the scoring. 6 of them or 7 of them have played. The Whales have played. Only 4 have scored. Back to the ball game, and it's the Seals opening it up, moving to our right. On the far side, they bring it out on top. Paget rotates on top. Inside low post, Gresham being hawked. Now he turns and fires, won't go. Rebound on the floor, fighting for it. Big push in there from Hobbs. Pass goes underneath. There it is. Todd with that little move on the inside gets it off, and now the foul away from the ball is called. I'm not sure who they're going to call on. Maybe Hobbs. Nope, that will not go. Yes, it is. It's a foul against Southeast, and the foul goes on Pierce. That's his 3rd, and it will be the Seals basketball. 51-30. Pierce tips it out of bounds. Pass will come out to Gresham. Gresham over to Crow. Crow looks at Krupa. Now right back to Gresham. Gresham on the baseline. But pass is tipped, and there's a nice steal. Simmons all the way for the slam dunk. You got it. And here come the Seals just the other way. Gresham will slow it down. Danny Gresham sets up at the point. He'll move to Paget, who comes outside. Oh, they had Krupa in the clear. Three-pointer from Gresham, far side, no, rebound. Nicely, Paget, power move, underhand lay-in, he's fouled. They'll call it on Bogdan. Bogdan got that big goofy look on his face. He says, I didn't mean to foul him. I was standing there. And literally, Paget just literally leaned in underneath his arm, scooped her up from about the floor. Couldn't get it to go, but he drew the foul, and he'll shoot two. And for Bogdan, that's his first personal. And for a player who's been as active as he is, that is very kind of surprising to us. Shots up. Down it goes, 52-32. A 20-point lead for the Seals here in the early going in the second half. Make it 53-32. And over the 10-second line comes Rudy Bean. Out on top, Pierce. Back to Bean. Gresham's there in a hurry. To Simmons, quick pass inside, broken up by Gresham. There's a quick break pass ahead to Krupa. He flips it right back into the waiting hands of Hobbs. Up ahead, Bogdan. Simmons to Bogdan in the lane. Stops, 10-footer, gets it down. Now that's the kind of basketball you expect to see Marquis teams playing most of the time. 53-34. Krupa on top, goes left-hand side to Crow. Crow back out, let's move it right to Krupa. Looks in, drives, stops, fakes, bounce pass low post. Turnaround jump shot from Todd, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped up once by the Seals. Twice it's on the floor. Paget's got it. Tries to go up, being hawked. Oh, beautiful pass. Into Gresham, lays it off the boards. 55-34. That's the second time tonight Paget has done that. He and three-pointer from way outside, Rudy Bean. And the guards, you got to remember, you got to get up on Rude. 55-37, an 18-point lead. Left-hand side, Paget in, low post, nice pass into Todd, won't go, takes his own board, goes up. He's got to get fouled eventually. No, they call it tie ball. Referee Les Edwards, who really controls the ball game well. Some refs tend to get things a little out of hands. Edwards does not do that. He explains everything to everybody and calms them down. Very, very professional move. A good technique. Les is probably, we'll tell one of the top three refs in the entire Sitka area. Pierce in a step, 18-foot jumper, back rim no good. Nice rebound, Simmons knocked on the floor. Simmons gets it back, looks up, now turns, fires some eight. No, rebound off of Gresham's neck. He'll pick it off the floor. Left-hand side against Simmons, gives back out to Krupa. Krupa on top to Paget, right-hand side. They've got, oh, nice tip, Simmons chased it down. Simmons got very quick hands. He really reminds you a lot of Gresham, except that he's about 4 inches taller. They make a great match out there. Krupa into the backcourt, goes to Crow. Crow moves the top of the lane. Gresham on the left. Crow's on the far side. There comes the pass. Three-point shot from Sam Crow. In and out, no good. Rebound, Gresham. Did you see him go up in the air? Draws the foul from Pierce as he does the fake. That is 4 fouls on Pierce. And we can expect to see who. It will be Gist back in the ball game. Rex Gist. 55-37. 17:07 to play in the game. And Dan Pierce, just a sophomore, will be sitting down, and he's got himself a bundle of, he's got himself 4 fouls. Out on top to Gresham. Gresham looks left, comes right to Krupa. Three-pointer on the way, front rim, no good, rebound. Oh, beautiful. Paget goes up, gets the foul. Boy, you see the elbows flying in there. Bogdan didn't like whatever it was that happened to him, and he whacked an elbow. Hobbs threw an elbow. Luckily for Paget, he'd already hit the deck. So Paget goes to the line. Glenn having a good shooting night. He's 5 for 7. Make that 6 for 8. Excuse me, he's 6 for 7. He's only missed once. He shot 3 for 4 on the 2 technicals in the first half. Shots up, good. 57-37. And you get the feeling, or I get the sense that SJ is gonna really maintain a lead here. I think they're really got a chance to put it to him. Bogdan, nice turnaround one-hand jumper, no, rebound. Crow, quick pass, up ahead to Gresham. Gresham behind the bounce back, and those 2 behind-the-back passes, one from Gresham, one from Krupa, have kept 4 points off the board for the Seals. His shot is no good. Bogdan on the follow. 57-39. And Len Nardone wants a timeout, and I wonder what they're going to talk about. Like basic fundamental passing? Could be. 16:27 to play in the game. The score is SJ 57, UA Southeast Juneau 39. And back at the Hames Fieldhouse, 16:27 to play in the ball game. The Seals 57. The Humpback Whales from UAS Juneau 39. A big 18-point lead. Gresham with the ball, looks in the low post, comes right back out on top to Crow. Crow will come right to Krupa. Krupa checked by Bean. Well, I'll tell you, there's some banging going on in that lane. Inside, Todd, back out to Crow, 18-footer, gets it down. Sam Crow with 2 points, his first of the second half. Fourth of the ball game, and it's 59-39. Rudy Bean right out on top, goes to Simmons. Simmons looks in at Bogdan. Back out to Bean between the legs, comes right to Simmons. Defense is there. Simmons back to Bean. Bean looks at the shot, thought about it, but Crow was there in time to make him think thrice. And he just moves it around. Now they go back to Bean. He's got the shot this time, and that's short. Rebound, Paget up ahead to Crow. Crow underneath, lays up, can't get it. Rebound on the foul. Tipped in by Gresham. Absolutely fantastic. What a great athlete Dan Gresham is. The things he can do with the ball, just absolutely baffling. I mean, you just don't believe a guy has that kind of body control that far in the air. 61-39. I think the only shot up from Simmons, left-hand side, bouncing, hits the backstop, and it will be SJ's basketball. I think the only other NAIA player I've seen that could do those things was Russell Jordan from University of Southeast in their first 2 seasons back in 85 and 86. Oh, ball thrown away by Gresham. He'll give it off to Simmons. Simmons stops up, looks inside, goes on top, looks back to Hobbs, goes over to Bean. Bean back out on top, Simmons. Lob pass underneath. Guess saved it. Goes to Bogdan in the corner, three-pointer, in and out, no good. Nice rebound inside. Guess turnaround, no. Rebound down by Gresham. Here they come. Transition game, pushed it up. Two people, 3 people going in the air as it knocked out of his hands, and it's out of bounds, and it will go to the Seals. I'm not sure, but it looked like maybe Bogdan or maybe Gist got that hand out there. Pass comes where? Right to Paget. Quick little jump shot from 8 off the glass, gets it down. He just shot around 6'9" Mike Hobbs is what he did. 63-39. Hobbs on top. We'll go to Bean. High post is Simmons. Left to Hobbs. 3-point shot on the way. Back rim, no good. Rebound tipped out on the floor. Out of bounds, and it goes to the Seals. Pass comes into Krupa. Straight up the middle. Oh, no steal on Paget. Beautiful pass. Inside Todd slam dunk. Did you see that pass from Glenn Paget? It was a bounce pass between his legs and behind him. Utterly unbelievable. 65-39. And the crowd loves it. Inside Hobbs. Ball knocked away. Picked up by Krupa. Driving behind the back. Stops. 15-footer swish. 67-39. What do we get? A sub in the ball game? No. Randy Hitchcock? No. Yeah, Hitchcock will come in, and Sam Crow will come out to take a break. 67-39. And I want to tell you, 13:50 to play. This would be the first win ever for SJC over the UA Southeast Juneau. The first ever. The crowd, I don't know, they maybe get that sense. Paget driving as the ball knocked away, saved by Todd, but picked up by Simmons. He can go all the way, drives, sealed up by, puts it up in an offensive foul on Simmons, and somebody ought to go out and first check to see if Hitchcock's alive, and then give him a medal, because stand and take the charge against the guy with that much speed and strength who's coming full bore down the lane is utterly unbelievable. That is 4 fouls. 4 fouls on Simmons. Far side, Paget looks up. He'll come back out on top. They'll come right to Gresham. Gresham inside. Oh, there it is for three. No, rebound tipped out on the floor, fighting for it. Gresham saves, drives, quick pass right hand side. Todd up off the glass. No, rebound, fighting for it inside. Save, but no, it goes out of bounds. Paget running it down, just couldn't get the hand out there quick enough. Back in the ball game with 4 fouls is Pierce for UA Southeast, and out comes Hobbs. Hobbs at 6'9" is not a very visible player. He just kind of disappears out there. Right up the middle comes Rudy Bean, who's left, right, stops, looks for help, goes to Bogdan. Bogdan back to Bean. Bean to Bogdan. Over to Simmons on the left-hand side. Up for an 18-footer. Back rim, no good. Rebound. Picked the long rebound. Picked off by, Gresham to, man, Gresham to Wilcox to Gresham for 2 points. And you're not going to see a quick break run any prettier than that. 69-39, a 30-point lead for SJ. Rudy Bean for 3, swish. NBA distance on that one. 69-42, that'll kind of quiet the crowd and perhaps even me down a little bit. That's a pretty shot. Wilcox again, looks up, fires, swish! Give Wilcox another 3 points. Here comes Bean driving all the way through. Everybody lays up off the glass, gets it. He fired that off of a trip. He was looking to see if maybe the ref would make the call, but they didn't see it. We sure did up here, 72-44. Brian Dixon over to Krupa. Krupa in the lane. Gresham, quick little jump shot from 8, bounces up once and pops back.